feel like a sitting duck sometimes. That my mom's gonna have to bury me before someone does something.
Scared for his life, a Northeast Ohio man is hoping sharing his story will now inspire change. And not only his life, but the life of other domestic violence victims as well. After more than a year of harassing phone calls and having to look over his shoulder, he is terrified that threats made against his life by an ex will escalate into something deadly. And he's sharing his story now with News 5's Homa Bash.
I don't want to die.
This is Seth Poorman.
But I feel like almost something like that has to happen before anybody will take me serious.
And this is his plea for help.
I'm scared and I don't know what to do.
Scared because it's been exactly 1 year since his ex-boyfriend Paul Joseph Seymour was released from the Stark County Jail for beating him up. And Seth says the harassment hasn't stopped. Neither have the threats.
I haven't been able to find a way to get him to stop. I've gotten my protection order. I've done all the steps everybody's asked me to do. But because he stays in Trenton, Georgia and harasses everybody from there, I can't get anybody to pick him up on any of these warrants he's gotten.
Court records show Seymour violated Seth's protection order in May. Over the past few years, he's also been convicted of assault, aggravated menacing, and telephone harassment in cases that are not related to Seth. He currently has warrants out for his arrest. But most law enforcement agencies have what's called a pickup radius. And Seth has been told his ex-boyfriend is out of reach in Georgia.
It almost seems like something awful really needs to happen before anybody will put any kind of resources in picking him up. It just isn't right, and I know others go through this.
It is something the Domestic Violence Project in Stark County sees all too often. Limits to the help survivors can get.
A lot of our laws are old. They don't work the way that we need them to, but they're coming, right? And so we have to hope that that will happen at some point, but they're not there yet.
Seth's relationship with Seymour lasted less than a year. The scars will last a lifetime. The help? Well, he can only hope that will come sooner.
I'm scared and I don't know what to do. I just want some help so that I can move on with my life. I feel like I've earned it by this point.
Seth said that he believes the fact that he was in a same-sex relationship that made it even harder for him to get help from the courts and from law enforcement agencies. Now, in this particular case, his ex-boyfriend would only be picked up if he were in the state of Ohio. Stark County, meantime, ranks 3rd for domestic violence murders in the state. In Canton, Homa Bash, News 5.